this beat.
Welcome to another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I am your man, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will as I continue to bring you that gospel of Gamecocks every single day. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, you are now rocking with the best. And since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your man, Captain Will. We got a good one today, this afternoon. We got a good one today at 12:41 p.m. on May the 29th, 2024. So we had a little birdie that flew into the nest today. We had a little birdie that arrived at the University of South Carolina Gamecocks. We have a commitment from none other than Maryam Dauda. We have a commitment. Had an official visit. Decided to join the three-time national champions. We are 12 strong now. So much talent on this basketball team. It's like Dawn Staley just playing chess and everybody's playing checkers. She in a whole different league than everybody else. Just a different stratosphere. Just a different multiverse. Whatever scenario you want to talk about, whatever comparison you want to say, Dawn Staley's on a whole nother level, y'all. She on a whole nother level. So in honor of this little birdie that flew into the nest to the University of South Carolina Gamecocks, a three-time national champions. If you are new to Captain Will, I know a lot of the folks are going to be chiming in later, but we're talking about right now. Because every time we have a celebration, we have a great thing to happen to the Gamecocks. It's shot o'clock. And I know it's 12:43. And I know most folks are working right now, but it's shot o'clock right now. And whenever you're watching your man, Captain Will, later, tonight, in the next day, whatever it is, it's shot o'clock. It's shot o'clock. So the best just keep getting better. Step up your game. Go get some more recruits. LSU. Go do what you can do. Southern Cal. Because the champs is here. Cheers. Woo! How in the world Maryam Dauda end up with the South Carolina Gamecocks? How does this happen? The 13th ranked recruit in the class of 2021 is now a South Carolina Gamecock. The 6'4" forward from Arkansas is now a South Carolina Gamecock. The player who averaged 10 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 2 block shots, 2 turnovers, is now a South Carolina Gamecock. The player that shot 46% from the field on 8 attempts, 32% on 3 attempts at the three-point line, is now a South Carolina Gamecock, 76% from the free throw line on 3 attempts. What? Are you serious? Is this what we doing? Is this what we're doing? I made a statement either yesterday, the day before yesterday, all runs together sometimes, that there's no team that has a roster as deep as the South Carolina Gamecocks. There's no team that has a roster as deep as South Carolina. None. I made a statement that South Carolina had 11 5-star recruits. 11 5-star recruits, $9 All-Americans on that squad. And I also made a statement that it would have been 11 McDonald's All-Americans if you want to count Chloe Kitts and you want to count, Adhel Tac. Both of them decided to join the team early in January. But now we can say right now that South Carolina has 12 5-star recruits on this basketball team. 12 McDonald's All-Americans in this basketball team. And I talk about the class of 2021, because that was a stellar class of South Carolina. I mean, I was just saying, stellar class of South Carolina. Because class of 2021, Raven Johnson, who's number 2 ranked recruit, Sania Rivers, number 3 ranked recruit. Now she's at North Carolina State doing really good things. Number 4 ranked recruit was Sania Feagin. Okay. So you got, and then we got Bree Hall, who was the 14th ranked recruit. So you got Raven with 2 chips, and you got Feagin with 2 chips, and you got Bree Hall with 2 chips. And now you adding the 6'4" forward who was ranked 13th in the class of 2021. And I just don't know how to say it. I don't know how to describe the feeling that I have right now. I don't know what to say, but just like some of the comments right now, just as DayT said, just give us a trophy. Just give us the trophy. Just give it to us. Y'all can't compete. No, you can't compete with South Carolina. You can't compete with South Carolina. Ain't no way. It's over. And we talk about May 29th. The season's over. It's done. Ain't no need to play the season. It ain't no need to play the season this year. We got too much talent. Hashtag repeat tour from Itty Bitty. I like the name Itty Bitty. I think Litty Bitty or Itty Bitty. South Carolina just too deep under Dawn Staley. You so right. Come on. Southern Cal, I heard all this mess about Southern Cal. Oh, we got these transfers coming in. We got a number 1 ranked recruiting class. All right. Yo move. What you got? UConn, yo move. What you got? What's next? Notre Dame, LSU. What you got? What can you do to compete against this? I don't know what you can do. I have no idea what you could do, because you got these other teams, you got these other coaches looking like, damn, they got another one. Like, what the hell? That's how I would feel. I'd be like, oh, damn, they got another one. Like, all these other schools you can go to. All these other schools you can go to, and she go to South Carolina. They just stacking the deck. Just mad. Why y'all mad? Why y'all mad, Southern Carol? LSU, why y'all mad? Y'all got the recruiting guru. Why y'all mad? Y'all needed a post player. Y'all needed a player who could take the place of an Angel Reese, because you don't have nobody who's gonna fill that gap that Angel Reese left. Ain't got nobody. She would have did a nice job for y'all, but she decided to commit to the University of South Carolina. The ladies will be coming back to school real soon. Okay. Training camp will be here before you know it. Summer workouts will be here before you know it. And you have a player, 2 block shots a game. That's solid. And Arkansas wasn't very good. I think they finished 18-15 overall. So her defensive rating was fairly low at 92.0. That's going to change. But what's cool? What's special about this young lady? What's special about this young lady is 32% from the 3-point line. We have what you would call right now a stretch 4 for South Carolina, who can go out to the 3-point line and shoot that thing, who can hit those mid-range jumpers, who can score the basketball, who can hit free throws, y'all, who will still have 2 more years of eligibility to play. Crazy. That's all I can say. Crazy. The question is, does she start? Does she start for South Carolina? Yes. Yes, she's going to start for the University of South Carolina. Yes. Ain't no way to sugarcoat it. Ain't no way to say it any different type of way. She's going to start for South Carolina. I'm envisioning a situation where you have Dauda and you have a free-for-all with competition with Ashlyn Watkins and Chloe Kitts going at it to determine who's going to start. And right now, with the signing of Dauda, who's not a great defensive player, I'm going to say Ashlyn Watkins will start with Dauda to bring that defensive edge. That's how I'm going to say. But make no mistake about it, Chloe Kitts is going to get a lot of run this season. But Dauda's going to start. She's going to start. She was the only person in the transfer portal other than Reagan Beers, who I thought could come to South Carolina and actually start. So we talk about the Kamilla Cardozo going to the W. Like, are we going to replace Kamilla Cardozo? And I said before, I said that it was not a situation where you're going to replace a player on South Carolina, because we don't necessarily replace players. I say that because of the way we recruit and the way we do business and you getting certain needs from the transfer portal. And that's the thing. That's the thing that we have to discuss. That is the one thing that we have to talk about. Do the way Carolina uses the transfer portal and the way other teams use the transfer portal is completely different. It's completely different. It's like with South Carolina, and it's not like we had a need per se in the post. We didn't have a need at the post. You had a player who and Kamilla Cardozo, who played multiple years for South Carolina, 3 years in South Carolina, who's going to the W and who's going to be making her appearance on June the 1st, this Saturday. Who's gone? So you have a situation where you have a quote unquote need, a scholarship to add to the pool of talented players that South Carolina has. So Dawn did what she does. She straight up, she played everybody. I just got to say it. She played everybody. Because it's so like, and it has to be frustrating. At this point, it has to be frustrating for the other coaches and other teams across the country, because you're talking about May 29th. May 29th, and potentially got one of the best forwards in the country. You have one of the best forwards in the transfer portal coming to the team that has won 2 out of the last 3 championships. You just have to be upset. You have to be upset. And they would never say that they're upset. You won't say that. But you just have to. You get that tweet. And when Dawn says the bird just flew into the nest, everybody's following. Everybody's following. And then like, wow. How does that player go to the University of South Carolina? Because Dawn Staley is straight up just picking and choosing. Oh, yeah, we got a little need right here. Okay, come on over. You want to win an SEC championship because she ain't gonna win in Arkansas. Let's say that right there. She ain't gonna win in Arkansas. She coming over to South Carolina and immediately will challenge for an SEC regular season title, will immediately challenge for an SEC conference title, will immediately challenge for a national championship. Immediately. We can talk all day long about an NIL. We can talk all day long about these individual awards, and I'd be pissed off about these individual awards. I do. But at the end of the day, when you and your and the opposing team are the only two teams playing on television, and you got 18, 19 million people watching you play, you want to win the chip. When you are old and gray and looking like Captain Will, you're going to look back and say, we won the chip. I got this big old ring on my finger. That's why Maryam Dauda came to South Carolina. Not only that, I mean, obviously we can go on and on and on, and we can discuss about the going to the W, and you got 2 years at South Carolina, coached by Lisa Boyer, to go to the W, and we got 10. We have 10 players that's in the W right now. 144 slots, 10 players already in the W doing work. Are all of them starters? No. But for you to make a WNBA roster in this day and age in 2024, that means you are the elite of the elite. And South Carolina has 7% of the players right now in the WNBA. She wants to be a part of that. Come on. I just, what in the world? Oh, wow. It's just so awesome. It's just so awesome to see how this team just keeps getting better and better and better. My expectations for this young lady, my expectations for her is about 24 minutes per basketball game. I'm expecting about 24 minutes per basketball game, probably around 10 points. Very similar. I'm real talk. I expect her to do something similar to what she did at Arkansas, because she's not going to be getting she won't be getting 33, 34, 35 minutes a basketball game. In Arkansas, she played, 29 minutes a basketball game? That ain't happening with South Carolina. No, I mean, make no mistake about it. She ain't getting no 29 minutes at the University of South Carolina. That ain't happening. Okay. I expect her to get about 22, 23 minutes a game and average about 10.6 rebounds, couple block shots. I expect her to get tremendously better on the defensive end. I expect her numbers, her field goal percentage to go up because she's playing with better players. I expect her defensive rating to go down from the 92 to about, I'm going to say, because you're playing with better players, and you got a team that focuses on defense. So, I wouldn't be surprised if that defensive rating goes about 79 to 80. But I also expect her to score the basketball. I expect her to shoot, because now she shot 32% on 3 attempts at Arkansas. I expect that percentage to go up to about 36, 37% at South Carolina, because there's going to be more space. So you have a situation where you got another 3-point shooter who happens to be 6'4", to go along with Tina Pow, who's the best shooter in the universe, to go along with Tessa Johnson, the Splash Sisters, to go along with Raven Johnson improved her shot, Bree Hall, and MiLaysia Fulwiley. I'm just, come on. What can you do? It's just crazy. I am overjoyed. I'm ecstatic. Any big word that you want to use, any SAT word that you want to use right now, that's how I feel. It's beautiful outside. It's 80-something degrees, and we get some news like this right here. Got Captain Will coming on at 12-something in the afternoon, drinking, what's that thing called? Passion fruit vodka, because it's a celebration time. And we all need to celebrate. We have to celebrate. So the expectations is really good for me. It's expectations. She's gonna ball. What I've been, and I've said before, and we were still gonna win the championship, regardless of what Dauda decision would be, regardless if she went to Southern Cal, or she went to LSU, she went to UConn, whatever team she decided to go to. We're still going to win the championship. And I said before, I said like in January, December, that his upcoming team, 24-25 team, was going to be the best team that South Carolina's ever had. I said that. Go look at the tape. That's what I said. So to revise that status, revise that take, as you say, you having this young lady, another 5-star recruit who can actually ball, who has proven that she can ball. Yo, we are stepping in some time. We are stepping in some territory where you're looking at possibly. I'm just saying right here. You look at that possibly right now with the depth and the talent this basketball team has this upcoming season. You can say that this team has the most talent ever assembled on a basketball team in college basketball. You can say that, and I'm talking about men or women. Men or women, you can say that this basketball team, and I know some people say, "Oh, Captain Will, you just being Captain Will." I'm telling you this right here. You ain't never seen a basketball team that had 12 5-star recruits. You ain't on men or women. It ain't never happened. Ever. There has never been a situation in college basketball where you have 12 5-star recruits on a basketball team. It has never happened. When UConn was winning all those championships, they didn't have that. When Tennessee was winning all this stuff, they did not have that. This team coming up is the best team on paper that has ever existed in men or women's basketball. Ever. Somebody challenge me on that. It's the best. And in honor of that, we are 22 minutes in on a May 29th. Shot o'clock once again. Best. I don't know what to say. Does anyone leave with the signing of Maryam Dauda? Does anyone leave this team? You know, I think it's a good time. I think it's a good time for her to commit on May 29th or May 28th, however you want to say. Whenever she committed, is it a good sign, or is it going to be a situation where somebody leaves? My answer is, I don't think anyone will leave. I don't think anybody is going to leave. What I would say, I would also say this right here. It wouldn't surprise me if someone left. It wouldn't surprise me if someone left. And if someone leaves the University of South Carolina, they need to do it quick. And the reason I say that by May 29th, because you don't want to be in a situation that MiLaysia Cooper had last season, where she decided to enter the transfer portal in June, and because she entered the transfer portal too late, she had to miss the upcoming season at Tennessee. Okay? I just say that whatever going to happen needs to happen soon, because Maryam Dauda is going to take minutes. Now, if Adhel Tac is as healthy as we think she is, I mean, she's going to get her minutes too. She's going to get her minutes. She's a sensational player, sensational spirit, just an all-around great person, Adhel Tac. And 6'5", 6'5", is 6'5". I don't think anybody's gonna leave. If I had to put money on it, I would say nobody's gonna leave this basketball team. I think we are in a situation where we are going to have the opportunity to run this thing back. And with the depth on this basketball team, injuries going to happen. We were fairly okay with injuries last season. Camila Cardozo went to try to get Brazil into the Olympics, missed some games and came back and sat out a couple games. You had, Tessa sitting out a couple games early. You had Powell sitting out a couple games early. You had a little here and there, but we never had no real injuries this past season. But if it happens, this upcoming season, you are 12 strong to protect yourself. That is the difference in our basketball team and so many other players, many other teams. UConn, for all their glory, felt the injury bug this season. And they were playing players, even though they were talented basketball players, they were playing players that wasn't going to play. Asia Fudd is back. Paige Beckers came back for another year. And y'all know my affection for Paige Beckers. She's back. But they're not as deep as South Carolina. Southern Cal looking at this thing right now saying, like, okay, all right, we did our move now, and y'all did y'all move, so what's up? Texas coming over with Vic Schaefer, and, they got 2 talented basketball players in their recruiting class, and they're coming over to the SEC. They're like, what's up? You got Virginia Tech South that moved to Kentucky. I'm like, what's up? We good? Nah, ain't nobody. Ain't none of y'all good. None of y'all good. Ain't nobody will play in the South Carolina this year. Ain't no one. We got Texas back. We got Texas at home, and we got Texas in Texas. Austin, Texas, right? Think I got it right this time. But Texas don't want no parts of no South Carolina. Not this squad. Not this squad right here. Don't want nobody. No parts of no South Carolina. I don't know. You have scenarios where the only way that you can go the route the last year where teams tried to, we're only going to play 6 or 7 players, and we are going to try to keep our best players in the basketball game so we can compete with South Carolina. LSU tried that. Iowa tried that. You have multiple teams that try that, trying to keep our best 6 or 7 players. The problem that happens with that is your 6 or 7 players aren't necessarily as good as our 6 or 7 players. Ain't as good. But then we go further down the bench, and eventually you got to sub. Eventually you're going to get tired. And you got to go down that bench. And you ain't got much depth on that bench. And when Carolina goes to the bench, Carolina has two teams. Carolina right now has 2 teams and two backups. Whatever starting 5 that Carolina chooses to use, and whatever starting 5 that's sitting on the bench will not only make the tournament. Carolina got 2 teams that will go to the Sweet 16 on their team. I could easily say that Raven Johnson, Powell, Bree Hall, Ashlyn Watkins, Dauda, starting 5. We can say that. Okay? That's our starting 5. Our second 5 could easily be MiLaysia Fulwiley, Tessa Johnson. Did I say Tessa? Okay, let's go back. I don't remember what I said. First 5. Raven, Powell, Bree, Watkins, Maryam Dauda. Second 5. MiLaysia, Tessa, Chloe, Feagin, Adhel, however you want to say it. You can mix in Joyce, Maddy. Let's begin with that right there. When I'm saying Joyce, who's the number 1 player in the country getting ready to lead Team USA, let's put this in context of how good this basketball team is. Let's put this in context. If we were ranking South Carolina Gamecocks of what they've done and what they can do and what we expect them to do. The expectation for Joyce Edwards, the number one player in the country, in my humble opinion, I ain't too humble, but it is my opinion, and Maddy McDaniel, point guard extraordinaire, who Gamecock fans are going to fall in love with. Trust me, I've been talking about Maddy McDaniel since August of last year. Okay? And then you got Adhel Tac in this recruiting class who won't be counted on. This is the cool thing about it. Adhel Tac is not counting on at all. At all. Joyce Edwards is not counting on at all on this basketball team. Maddy McDaniel. So you got the number one player on the team, number one player in the country, the 13th ranked player in the country, the 26th ranked player in the country, coming in on this recruiting class, not even counted on. Who can say that? Nobody. Kennedy Smith is going to Southern Cal expecting to start for Southern Cal. Justice Carlton or Jordan Lee going to Texas expecting to start for Texas. To start. South Carolina got the number one ranked player in the country, number two by ESPN, the number one ranked player in the country for the three-time national champions, who is coming in to find a role on this basketball team. The 6'5" Adhel Tac, who we don't even know what the ceiling is for this young lady, is coming in to find a role. Maddy McDaniel, the number 2 ranked point guard in this recruiting class, 13th ranked overall, is coming in to find a role on this basketball team. Nobody can say that. UConn is expecting Sarah Strong to come in and start. And that's no shade to the players they recruited, but they're expecting Sarah Strong to start and get minutes this season. Hannah Hidalgo came in and started for Notre Dame because they needed her to start. Juju Watkins came in and started for Southern Cal because they needed her to start. Madison Booker came into Texas and started. They needed her to start and play crucial minutes for them. Michaela Williams, same deal at LSU. Needed her to start and play crucial minutes. South Carolina Gamecock women's basketball team don't need incoming freshmen to start on their basketball team because South Carolina has been recruiting so well. And you just follow in the chain. You follow that machine. You trust the process. And when it's your time to start, you start. But you're not force-fed because everybody was recruited highly. This is why Dawn Staley is playing chess and everybody else is playing checkers. This is the reason. We're not dependent on the freshmen to come in and ball out. Yeah, they're going to get some big numbers. Oh my God, they get some big numbers. We heard so much about Juju Watkins, so much about Hannah Hidalgo over this past season. So much because they had to shoot. They had to start because Southern Cal didn't have the talent. Notre Dame didn't have the talent. You're not going to hear a ton about Joyce Edwards this season. You're not going to hear a ton about Maddy or Adhel this season. Because the reason you're not going to hear a ton about Joyce Edwards, because you got Dauda, because you got Feagin, you got Chloe and Watkins. You got those players that's ahead of her to a certain degree. Now, I'm seeing a whole lot of things talking about, in the chat, like Joyce may be the starter by tournament time. That's from Natural Girl. What's up, my girl? We will see. I have the utmost utmost confidence in Joyce Edwards. The girl is just unbelievable. I'm just saying that right now. She's unbelievable. She's unbelievable. Her talent level is so high. She has international experience. She has the smart. She has the know-how. She has all you want in an extreme basketball player. That's Joyce Edwards. That's Joyce Edwards. If Joyce Edwards is starting, come tournament, then she has surpassed some amazing basketball players on this team. Those are the facts. Will we see a scenario that Joyce Edwards is getting a ton of minutes late in the season, much like a MiLaysia Fulwiley, much like a Tessa Johnson, much like those two players who got a lot of minutes late in the season? Could be. Because I believe that Joyce Edwards is better than MiLaysia Fulwiley and Tessa Johnson, both of their senior years in high school. I mean, the recruiting ratings say that, but my eyes tell me that as well. That Joyce Edwards was more elite, and MiLaysia Fulwiley is sensational. Tessa Johnson was sensational. We just talk about elite over elite over elite. Great player. So we will see where Joyce ends up this season, but we ain't looking. We ain't determining. We're like, okay, Joyce got a ball. She got a ball. We got to do that. Joyce got to do this right here. She got to get on the court. She got to do that. No, we're not. We not needing that. Not on this basketball team. Not at all. Not at all. Camden is country. Is Joyce country strong? Hell yeah, Billy Bob Cooter. Absolutely. And thank you for being a member. I really appreciate it. She country strong. Country strong. I just, it's just crazy, man. It's just crazy. It's crazy talk for us having this conversation today where we just got better, where the best got better. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And if Adhel Tac is healthy, she's going to be a problem too. 6'5", can block shots, can rebound the basketball, smart, very smart, got some offensive moves. I mean, come on. This is going to be a grind during the summer. It's going to be a situation where everybody is fighting, is challenging, is trying to get those minutes. This season, when you see a situation where we opening the season against Michigan and in Las Vegas, Michigan, I am sorry for y'all loss. I'm sorry for your loss on November 4th on a Monday night or Monday afternoon, whatever the time this game gonna be in Las Vegas where all the eyes are watching. I'm sorry, but y'all can get smoked. Y'all can get blown out. Michigan got a couple of recruits who are really nice coming in. But y'all, no. This ain't gonna be a situation where LSU lost to was it Colorado the first game of the season? This ain't that situation. The demise of the South Carolina Gamecocks last year was already highly exaggerated because we lost 4 starters. Michigan, you're going to be the first sacrificial lamb on the undefeated season that's going to go down in 2024, 2025. You ain't want none of this smoke right here. Now on this basketball team. Yeah, no. This right here is gonna be. I don't know what y'all gonna do. Michigan fans, I know y'all make sure y'all have a good time. Make sure y'all have a good time and y'all go to Vegas. Enjoy the festivities. Probably go over to Gordon Ramsay's Hell's Kitchen. Have a great meal. Eat some great food. Play a little bit on the slots. Maybe go on the blackjack table. You might see Cat Will on the blackjack table. But y'all ain't winning this basketball game. I'm going to say this right here. I would say that the line for that game, Gamecocks might be the favorite by 20 in Vegas. This game is insane. Then you got North Carolina State coming to Charlotte. November the 10th, North Carolina State coming to Charlotte. It's going to be so many Gamecock fans in Charlotte, Spectrum Center, Captain Will's Domain, Wifey. We're going to be rolling deep in that joint. North Carolina State going to take over, Charlotte? No. Gamecocks going to take over the city. It's going to be everywhere. November 10th is going down. It's just crazy. I don't know. We're going to be going on live and having videos and talking and all that stuff over the next few months. But please. Robert said, we'll put 100 on Michigan and Vegas. Robert, I mean, the odds on that, because if you put 100, on Michigan and Michigan actually won, you'll make a killing. Now, Jagger, how many players will be on the roster next season? Because I'm counting about 14. So you have Powell gone for sure. You will have Bree gone because no COVID. No more COVID. That stuff is gone. So Bree will be gone. Feagin will be gone. Bree will be gone. Feagin will be gone. Raven has a chance of being gone because she's a redshirt junior going now. But she has the opportunity to go to the W because she'll be 4 years removed. But I'm hoping, I'm praying I want Raven to come back. I really do. Unless she is a projected top 5, top 6 pick in the W next year, she will be back. I mentioned before that the 2025 recruiting class is going to be crucial in regards to getting players because Feagin's going to be gone, because Bree is going to be gone, because of Powell going to be gone. Well, in actuality now with Dauda coming into the fold, and she has 2 more years to play, so she'll be here for the 2024-25 season and the 2025 and 26 season. You have essentially replaced the need to replace Sania Feagin. So that is gone. So you're going to have a situation where you have Powell, who you will need to replace in terms of a scholarship, and you're going to have a need to replace Bree Hall. So this is why South Carolina's recruiting wings hard in the 2025 class, because in actuality, you can expect South Carolina to get 2 wings, 2 guards. Those are the likelihood. Okay. I already told you I love Jazzy Davison. I want her to be a Gamecock. We could talk about D. Alexander. We could talk about Divine Burridge. Really awesome players, combo guard, wings, however you want to say. Divine Burridge is a combo guard, 5'11". Jazzy Davison, 6'1", wing who could do a little bit of everything. Those are the type of players that South Carolina will recruit in class of 2025. You can also expect some type of point guard to arrive at South Carolina because South Carolina always get a great point guard in pretty much every single draft that goes down. Okay, so there's not like this transfer of Dauda come to South Carolina not only helps his team now in this upcoming season, but it also helps the following year in the terms of, because now you don't have to recruit per se. You don't have a need to recruit per se a stretch 4, power 4, however you want to call it, in this recruiting cycle, because you're good for this year and next year. You're good. And not only you good for this year and next year, when Dauda moves on after the 25-26 season, you still have Joyce Edwards, Adhel Tac. It's just next year's team, and then I don't want to jump to the 25-26 season. I don't want to do that. I want to just jump over the 2024-25 season. But the 2025-26 season is going to be really good as well. Really good. Because if Raven stays, she'll be a redshirt senior, and her because I'm hearing some stuff, talking about, because Raven right now is the 14th ranked player in the big board and things like, she got to work on a shot. She got better. She got better. And she still got 2 years to continue to get better. Okay, so Raven Johnson is a redshirt senior at the University of South Carolina, going to be a sensational player. And when I say a sensational player, she's going to be a straight up beast over nationally. Okay, so You have a Raven Johnson, you have a MiLaysia Fulwiley, you have a Tessa Johnson, you have, Maddy and Joyce and Adhel and all these different players. Okay, for that 25-26 season. But you also have a Chloe Kitts who would be a senior. Okay. You have a Ashlyn Watkins who would be a senior. We can't forget about that. So that 25-26 season is going to be straight up nasty. If you ain't a Gamecock fan, if you ain't aboard this bandwagon, you need to get on board right now. You need to get on board right now because you are talking about dynasty situation right now. You are talking about dynasty, and it is so great to see. So great to see. This includes another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I'm your man, Captain Will, bringing you that Gamecock gospel like I always do. You are now rocking with the best. And since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your man, Captain Will. Let's go.